I'd come to this
Mm.
realization in America, you know, staying with my dad's second cousin, who they were very hospitable. They were excellent, really. Um, but I didn't know these people. Like I've got cousins there, I didn't actually know them. I couldn't open up to them. I couldn't ask them for their advice or help. I didn't know how their brain functioned. Right? I felt I was very alone. I was very alone. Right?
Mm.
And I came to the realization that I cannot live the life that I had trained for I don't know 10 years leading to this. So everything in my after I had that conversation with the coach and being builded by um, I can't even remember the Mexican guy's name and came to the realization that I cannot do this. I was very isolated, very alone.
Yeah, it's a pretty common story, isn't it, for people that have had, like, especially for athletes, um, whether it's a career-ending injury or just ending a career. Like, the story
Yeah.
that you're telling is a pretty common story for athletes to tell at some point.
Yes.
And I think it's important that we hear stories like you and go, yeah, this is really common. This happened. This actually happens, because there's this. I don't know. It's like, as soon as we stop performing at a high level, um, the people that were watching all the time stop watching, and so they don't actually see the what happens afterwards. And I think it's really important to go. Everybody's stories continued. A lot of these stories take a bit of a dark turn for a while, and yours certainly did, didn't it?
Well, it did. As far as the ABA was concerned, or Australian Amateur Boxing was concerned, right? That was very hard to deal with as well, right? And you keep telling yourself, "I'm going to get back there," but at one point, it was like they made you feel like you were the golden child of Australian boxing, right? Um, and it's there today. And then, after they know that you've got an injury where you cannot continue, it's like, okay, bye bye, don't know you, see you later. In practicality, I can understand that they move on to the next athlete, and they don't have the time and energy
Yep.
to waste on people that can't perform. But from an athlete's point of view, it's like, hold on, where is everyone now? Like, where'd you all
Yeah,
go? Like,
it's lonely, isn't it?
it's lonely. Yeah, in my
Mm.
own mind, I was thinking, okay, I'll get back there. It's okay, right? When I was told, when Dr. Giblin told me, because after he performed the first surgery, I asked him how long's recovery. He goes, mate, this is going to take years. And I go, I don't have years, mate. I'm off to the Olympics next year. He goes, I'm sorry to tell you. And I said, you don't know me. You have no idea. But in reality, he knew that there's no chance of me coming back. In reality, hoping for something, but the reality of the situation is two different things. He knew, right, that the tailors that he put back together and pinned together was never ever going to live, right? Now I think, and I'm pretty confident that it's the pressure that the ABA put on him not to amputate. He knew realistically that they should have amputated from the knee, well, below the knee, and quality of life would have been better, not worse. I would have functionally been able to do a lot more right within 3 or 4 months
Hmm.
instead of dragging this. And the reality is, apart from them 9 months, I spent almost 5 full years on crutches trying to make a bone revasculate. That was never ever going to happen.
Hmm. Oh wow.